Hey guys, I'm Dale, and you're watching The Factoid. But before I get started, I just want to apologize for the quality of this video. The camera I've been filming with didn't actually belong to me and I had to give it back. And I ordered a new camera that should have been here by now, but it kind of got lost in the mail, so I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard spot right now. But I will say, due to the fact that I've been given quite a bit amount of time to plan for the new videos that are coming out, I've been able to script and I've been able to get a lot of awesome facts to make new videos about. Ones I think you guys will appreciate. For Q10, I've already got 5 new topics to be made into videos. The topic for the next Q10 video that I make will be on technology, since the comment that posted it got quite a few likes. I also got a lot of other just random fact videos like the one that this is going to be. And lastly, for the people subscribed to my channel that like video games, I have a new guy that's going to be working on my 5-minute video game history lessons due to the fact that it is quite time consuming for me to get all that footage and work with it. So I have a professional Scottish guy right here. I mean, he's got the accent and everything, so I mean, it makes it perfect. But as I said, I did want to invite people to this channel as time went on. So I think it'd be great to have someone who actually dedicates their channel to video games to work in that field. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, he makes his own music, he has great quality videos and stuff, and I insist that you check him out if that's up your alley. And if it's not, you can just wait for the Q10 stuff and the fun facts. So with all that said and done, let's get into the actual video. So one thing I've always wondered personally is who are the people who ever achieved most subscribed on YouTube? Because, I mean, I know PewDiePie's there, and I know Nigahiga and Smosh, I know they've all had it, but I mean, who are all the people that have ever had it? And I mean, I've always kind of just wondered this in the back of my head, but I finally found the list, that tells me all the people who have ever achieved that. So I thought I'd give you guys the opportunity to learn about it too. And if you guys want to check out any of the channels that I'll be showing you guys, all the channels still exist, even the old ones, and I'll be posting their links down in the description. So without further ado, I know finally, let's get started. So YouTube considers judsonlaipply, the guy who did Evolution of Dance, to be the first person who ever achieved the title of most subscribed. Because in the early days of YouTube, the numbers were so close when it came to subscribers that in all reality, a person could fluctuate in a day, whether they were first or fifth. I mean, you could just jump right around. But YouTube really considers judsonlaipply to be the first person to actually, like, solidify his position of being first, and had it. He posted his first video, which was Evolution of Dance, on April 6, 2006. So he really kind of grew from then. But there's no real specific amount of days he had it. He just kind of achieved it. He's also an American, so not only is he the first person, but he was an American. So, and that's a title that YouTube gave him, so the next person to achieve it was a girl, being that she was the first woman ever to be able to achieve the title of most subscribed channel, and the first and only woman to solely own her channel that ever achieved that. Her channel name was Brookers, and her name was Brooke Brodeck, and she's an American too, and she had the title of being the most subscribed for about 45 days. Now, she posted kind of like vloggy, kind of funny stuff, but it was just talking about her day. But she took a massive 2-year-long break. But she started making videos again, so if that's up your alley, you want to check her out, you can definitely do that. She's kind of pretty, or at least a little bit. But she still has her old videos, so if you want to check out maybe why she was once famous, you can definitely do that too. But as I said, because she only had the title for about 45 days, it kind of goes to show how close these people were in subscribers. She was then passed by the person who was the first non-American to get the title, and the first Englishman, and his name was Peter Oakley. His channel name was Gariatic, 1927, and the 1927 is the date he was born. He also has the title of being the oldest person to ever achieve the title of most subscribed on YouTube. And he still makes videos to this day, unlike the other two. Well, Brookers has just kind of gotten back into it. He's been making videos since like day 1, and basically it's just him being an old man, just kind of enjoying like the modern world, talking about his stuff, enjoying nice jazz. But he had the title of being most subscribed for 31 days, and wasn't long. As I said, it was extremely close, but he was the first non-American to be able to get that title, so that's kind of cool. Now the next group to get it, which I found their videos completely dreadful, and was a channel called Lonely Girl 15, and as I said group because they were the first group to ever achieve this title, and they were American, and they had the title for 221 days, and basically their videos was kind of like a cheesy soap opera type thing where it was just horrible acting, a very weird story, a lot of inside jokes that you would have had to like treacherously watch all of them to even understand. I only got through like 2 videos and my brain was mush. But if you want to understand why it's bad, or you just want to torture someone, you can look that up. I didn't enjoy it one bit, but that's up your alley. Now, they were actually passed by the channel Smosh, as we all know, and from here on out, you'll actually recognize the names, hopefully. Now, Smosh actually owned the title of being most subscribed for 517 days, which is a very large number. But not the longest, but they actually set the standard of people who would be the most subscribed were people that you can consider comical. The other people before Smosh, Brookers was kind of funny, but everybody before that was just blogging and interesting things, or dancing. But Smosh really actually did solidify the fact that the most subscribed person on YouTube would be a comical, like, type of channel. And they did a good job of it. A lot of some of their best stuff came out during that time period, and they rightfully deserved it. Now, one that I find actually quite funny is they were eventually passed by Nigahiga. And Nigahiga owns 2 records, being the fact that he not only was the first Asian to achieve that title, so good for him, but he was also owns the record for the shortest amount of time being in the top spot on YouTube, and the longest amount of time. Now, the first time he achieved top spot on YouTube, he only had it for 12 days. And as I said, it was comedy channels that would typically own the top spot. But he was then surpassed by Lucas Chigsaw, or Chugsaw, Cruxsaw, or whatever it is, Cruxsank, Shank, Fred. And Fred had it for about 318 days. And he was the first person to achieve 1 million subscribers. So that is a title he owns. But he was actually the youngest person ever to achieve that title. At about, I think, what was it, 15, 14 years old, which is very young. But yeah, he managed to be able to achieve that title at the youngest age, so good for Fred, I guess. Now, Nigahiga eventually surpassed Fred at being and obtaining the top spot again, and they had it for longer than any other channel at about 677 days. Now, Nigahiga was actually very popular, and like I said, it's ironic that he had it not only for the least amount of days, but for the longest amount of days. But he was then surpassed by RayWilliamJohnson. RayWilliam, who, as we know, is still making videos, and he did kind of a comedy thing. RayWilliam had it for about 564 days. He doesn't really own any special records. He managed to achieve quite a few milestones, getting 4 million, 5 million, 6 million, but he didn't actually obtain the most milestones of when it came to subscribers. Now, Smosh then re-obtained the top spot again and had it for about 215 days. And they achieved what their record is the most milestones out of any other channel, where they achieved 7 million, 8 million, 9 million, 10 million, and 11 million subscribers, which is more than any other channel when it came to the millions. Until they were finally surpassed by PewDiePie, who was the second non-American, second European, and the first Swedish person to ever obtain the top spot. And the first person whose channel was pretty much committed to video games, but in a comical way performing it, so good for PewDiePie. But there are a lot of projections that he won't keep it for long, due to the fact that the YouTube channel is growing almost twice as fast as him. But with that said and done, who knows what the future has in store. But there we go, guys. Like I said, if you want to check out the channels, you definitely can down in the description below. I have links to them all. Most of you probably already are subscribed or even know about. But I think it was kind of fun to be able to give you guys the opportunity to learn about this. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys stay tuned for the other stuff I have in store for you. Hopefully my camera gets here soon. And yeah, so you guys rock, and thank you. Have a good one.